we got the dam broke apart. Only took us about 5 minutes this time compared to what, like 30 before. It also helps that we had the right tools this time. And it was just a lot smaller because it was kind of their temporary fix. So as you can see, we got it all broken apart. So the main channel is basically halfway between each side. It's actually only about a 3-foot creek, pretty small. So all this water is going to drain out slowly. And just to make sure, there are a couple beaver here left, obviously, because they rebuilt the dam. We'll set some 330s around their house because they will have to be active tonight in order to stop this from draining, or else they're going to have a bigger problem on their hands. And down there you can see still a little flooded down there, but that's just because it's still trying to drain out this massive quantity of water in front of us. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get some traps on their house. Get to the beaver dam here, so quite large. There's probably only a couple left. Beaver hut, my bad. So we're looking for the entrances, so we found one right here, and then there's also one over on that side that we'll set, and then there's most likely one more on here. Typically they have right around 3 on a hut this big, so we'll go ahead and get those put down. Got this first one in the water here, so we just had the 2 sticks anchoring it just to make it nice and easy for us. Sorry about the wind, it's pretty windy out, but don't really got a choice, gotta get this done. So we got that right there. We'll go ahead and put some guiding sticks because they have to come out, and then we'll set up on the other ones. Cool. We're at the other side, so you can see the 330 right over here, right over there. Can't tell how high the camera is right now. I'll move my head around. And then we have the other one right here that we're gonna go ahead and set. And then he's working on guiding for that opening over there. Since that one's really wide, that's probably the main one that they use currently. We gotta put in a guide just to make sure, since they have a really wide berth. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get this one done, and then we'll move over there. So always keep your triggers with the safeties on until you're ready. You don't want to have any mishaps, especially with these out here. Very difficult to get off. So we'll go ahead, just move some of this duckweed out of the way for us, make it a little easier. And then we'll go ahead, stick that stick right down. And then there's so much debris around, it basically funnels them on its own. So we actually don't have to do that much funneling. And then we'll go ahead and tie off here. I just use a quick link on the 330 chain, since whatever goes in here most likely isn't going anywhere. But you always want to make sure you aren't going to have any problems. So we'll go ahead, see how long the chain is. It'll work perfectly fine going through one of these. We'll go through this one right here, wrap it around, and then tie the quick link on. Just like that. And it's pretty cold out, so kind of starts to eat away at your hands. It's supposed to warm up in the next couple days, go up to 50. Right now we're working with ice conditions, so kind of slows us down, but we should still be able to get this done. Hopefully we have some beavers tomorrow for you guys. And then we'll go ahead and figure out where we want all of our stuff here. I'll move that stick off to the side. I'll most likely put that one up a little bit. And then this one can actually get moved out, since we'll just have the springs way out on the sides. And as you can see, hopefully you guys can see, it's just going to go straight down all the way to the bottom. That's where you're wanting to put it. Since there's all this debris out here, they're going to stay close to the bottom on this set. And then let's see, where I got it here. And then on all my 330s, I have a little wire set up to hold my safeties back. Little trick that I got from 330 Maniac, because that way it's not going to come back down and interfere with your trap. So we'll go ahead, wipe off that hand, and swap back over here. We'll find our wire, which is right here. Clean that off so we can move this down, just like that. Move it back up, grab the wire, wrap it a couple times, and I'll keep it out of the way. Almost got my glove underwater. Wouldn't have been fun. And then now it's set, it's ready to go, so you gotta be ultra careful here. So we're gonna move everything out of the way that could possibly set off this trap. Because as much as I like catching things in these, I don't feel like getting caught in one of these or having to reset one out here. So we'll go ahead, send it all the way to the bottom. Just like this. Re-anchor that stick. Keep moving that down. Perfect. So this one's all done. Basically, it doesn't need anything else. At most, I'll probably put this stick right here just to make sure they stay down if they do come around. But there's a bunch of logs and stuff just under the water line, and then they'll come right out, flow right through here. They typically go right through that cross. And then yeah, we'll go ahead and get on to the next one here. Get the trap set here, keeping the safeties on as always, until you're ready to put it in the water. So I just use my knee, put it against an object, slam it down. I always use the first trigger spot, but I don't think it really matters. We'll go ahead and move it up, because I know I'm going to want my springs up quite a bit probably. Walk on over here and tie them up nice and far away from where they can engage. Perfect. We'll actually straighten that one out a little bit. And this one will go straight down for me. And we'll just stick these sticks nice and deep. So this one actually has a natural barrier for it, so we actually don't have to put anything down. So there's this huge tree that they timbered to make into their home, and it comes right down, right underneath water level right here. So they actually swim underneath that log to get inside. So yeah, this one's all good. Those are just the 4 traps that we'll be putting out today for them. And then we'll also be walking through here, breaking this ice since we broke a hole in the dam. Get all this duckweed out of here, and then hopefully tomorrow we're actually able to see exactly where the runs are, even though we're pretty confident this will just confirm that. We've got out to the beaver house here. It looks like 2 of the traps haven't been set off at all. This one got set off. Most likely they tried getting in bunch of stuff in their mouth. So that one is needing to be reset. But this one looks like we actually got something in. So finally, I think this is either the last or the second to the last beaver here at this property, because that dam breach hasn't been fixed. So that's why it makes me think that we got them all. Let's go ahead and get our stick out. As you see, it was right at that front entrance to the beaver house. I figured this is where we're gonna get them, not those side entrances, because that one's getting pretty shallow. The one back there is getting pretty shallow as well. So it's either this one or this one, but sadly this one's always stuck up with twigs and leaves and stuff that it really hampers the 330 to actually get a good catch on them. So we'll actually get up here, move on over. Let me see if I can make it where you guys can actually see what's going on. Nice head catch as he was coming into the house. Just massive beaver right here. So I'll probably leave the other traps in just because I'm going to be putting out some muskrat traps as well. We got the beaver mostly out of the traps. I got the springs off. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is get it off of his head here. I'll go ahead and reset this one. I was going to put out a H-stand one over on this side over here, but I'm kind of deciding against it right now. I'm pretty sure this was the last guy in here, but I'll leave out these traps since I'm going to be putting out some muskrat ones anyways.